Every story is a door. You came here because there's a door calling your name. The orb sees everything. It knows what you need. It has chosen. I only retell. Real or fiction? I won't say. You only need to find meaning for yourself. Listen. The orb glows tonight. Its ancient light carries a story that has waited centuries to be told. Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever had everything, yet felt completely empty? Have you ever lay awake at night, surrounded by comfort, yet finding no peace? Have you ever smiled for others, while your soul was screaming in silence? If you answered yes, then this story is meant for you. Tonight, the orb reveals the tale of a king who ruled the greatest kingdom, a king who had mountains of gold, a king who had everything except the one thing that mattered. His name was Vikram, and his life changed forever when he met a man who had nothing. Listen carefully, for within this ancient tale lies a truth that could set you free. King Vikram ruled the mightiest kingdom in ancient India. His treasury held gold beyond counting. His army made enemies tremble with fear. 1,000 servants answered his every command. Yet every night, when the palace fell silent, the king walked alone. Room to room, hour to hour. His eyes open, but seeing nothing. His heart beating, but feeling nothing. The royal doctors came. They found no illness. The priests performed sacred rituals. Nothing changed. The astrologers read the stars. They saw only fortune. But Vikram knew something was deeply broken inside. He had forgotten how to laugh. He had forgotten how to rest. He had forgotten how to live. 20 years on the throne. 20 years of gaining everything. 20 years of losing himself. One night, the king made a decision that would change everything. On the night of the full moon, when silver light bathed the sleeping kingdom, Vikram did something no king had ever done. He removed his crown. He set aside his royal robes. He dressed as a common man. No guards. No servants. No throne. Just a broken soul, seeking answers in the darkness. He slipped through the palace gates unseen and walked into the unknown night. Past rice fields sleeping under moonlight. Past villages where poor families snored in peace. The king walked and walked and walked. Hours passed. His royal feet now covered in mud. His royal pride now humbled by exhaustion. Then he heard something. A sound so strange, so foreign to his ears. Something he had not heard in 20 years. Someone was singing. Not a sad song, not a prayer, but pure, simple joy. Vikram followed the sound toward the river. By the river bank, under the watching moon, sat an old fisherman. His clothes were torn, his hut smaller than the king royal bathroom. His dinner, perhaps one fish, perhaps nothing at all. But on his face, a smile that all the gold in the world could never buy. Vikram stood frozen, watching. This man had nothing, yet he seemed to have everything. The king stepped closer. "Old man," he asked, "how can you be so happy?" The fisherman looked up, eyes twinkling like stars. "Why would I not be happy?" he replied. "But you have nothing," Vikram insisted. The old man laughed softly. "Nothing to lose, nothing to protect, nothing to worry about. Perhaps that is exactly why I am at peace." Those words struck Vikram like lightning in his soul. His whole life he had been adding. More gold, more land, more power. Always more and never enough. But this old man had found freedom by letting go. "Tell me more," the king whispered. "Please teach me." The next morning, the fisherman took Vikram to the garden. "Look," the old man pointed. "See that butterfly?" A beautiful creature danced among the flowers, golden wings catching the morning sun. Vikram reached out to catch it. The butterfly flew away. He chased after it. It flew faster. He ran harder. It disappeared completely. The fisherman smiled. "Now sit still," he said. "Be quiet, be patient, just be." Vikram sat down, frustrated but obedient. Minutes passed. Then something magical happened. The butterfly returned. It circled once, twice, and gently landed on the king's shoulder. The old man whispered, "Happiness is the same. Chase money, peace runs away. Chase power, sleep runs away. Chase pleasure, joy runs away. But when you stop chasing, when you simply exist in this moment, everything you seek finds its way to you." Contentment does not come from having. It comes from being. Vikram did not return to his palace that night, or the next. For 3 days, he lived in the fisherman's tiny hut. He ate simple rice with his hands. He slept on the mud floor. He woke with the sunrise, not servants. No gold around him, yet he felt rich. No power in his hands, yet he felt strong. No crown on his head, yet he felt like a true king. On the third morning, Vikram woke before dawn. For the first time in 20 years, he had truly slept. For the first time, he felt peace. The old fisherman sat by the river. "You are ready to go back," he said without turning. Vikram nodded. "But I am afraid," he admitted. "Afraid I will forget what you taught me." The fisherman turned and smiled. you will not forget. Because now you know the truth. The treasure was never in your palace. It was always within you. Vikram bowed deeply to the man who had nothing and walked back toward his kingdom. A changed man. Vikram returned to his golden palace. Same walls, same throne, same crown. But he was no longer the same man. He stopped hoarding wealth and began sharing. He stopped fearing enemies and began forgiving. He stopped chasing more and began appreciating now. And every night, for the rest of his life, the king slept in peace. History remembers Vikram as the greatest king, not for battles won, but for the war he ended inside himself. Now, I ask you, what are you chasing that keeps running away? What are you holding that weighs you down? What are you seeking outside that already exists within? Remember, the butterfly cannot be caught. It can only be welcomed. Stop chasing. Start being. And watch as peace finds its way to you. This is the wisdom the orb has shared tonight. May it light your path as it lit the path of a king. Until the orb glows again. Farewell.